Kendrick Johnson, today's knockout here at Johny Hendricks' gym. Johnny, being a former champion, being on the big stage before with the GSPs and your 2 fights with Robbie kind of get you like you know what to expect. There's no bigger than that.
Yeah, there's not really nothing bigger than that. So the only thing bigger than that is each fight is your biggest fight. You know what I mean? Each fight is your biggest fight. The past is the past. You know what I mean? They're like, for example, I can go out there, we touch gloves, he does something I wasn't expecting. You know what I mean? That could change the outcome of the fight. That could change your motion. That could change your mental attitude within a split second. So, you know, I look at every fight and I go into every fight saying, all right, this could happen, this could happen. I analyze it and I figure out how to keep myself calm, control. You know what I mean? I think that's the most important thing, and that's one of my greatest attributes I can ever have, is whenever something doesn't go my way, stay calm, stay relaxed, figure it out.
How big a deal is to get that belt around your waist one more time?
It's the only thing that keeps me going. You know what I mean? I want that belt back. I want it back. I want to shock the world. I want to make my own legacy. You know what I mean? I think I've done it. But now it's about time to do it with the belt in my hand.
And also talk about just the last year or so. Like, how have you evolved? Because you made a lot of changes from your diet to even your fight in the ring. And how's it going to make Johny Hendricks 2.0 even better?
How's it going to make me better? It's going to make me now. Everybody thought that I was just a power guy, right? I didn't really take people down. Now, guess what? People know I can take them down. That's a huge threat, because when I first got in the UFC, I was knocking everybody out because they thought I was going to take them down. They didn't think that I was going to try to go in there and punch them as hard as I could, right? So now people are going to start fearing my wrestling. I have to get that back. Now, I don't want it to be my only goal is to get takedowns, but it's a balance. And in that balance, every shot, there's a calculated thing that's saying, okay, if I do this, could I hit him? If I do this, can I hit him with this? If I do this, can I knee him? Can I kick him? So everything's calculated in my head as we're fighting, and see the adjustments that he's doing. Oh, he's doing this. Okay, maybe this will land, or maybe that'll land. Or he doesn't do anything, and I just take him down constantly.
That leads me to my next question. How do you struggle? Do you struggle with the? A lot of fighters struggle with this, from being entertaining to being technical. Because, like for instance, like I know it's a different sport, but people talk about Floyd Mayweather because he's so technical, he doesn't get hit, but he's winning. Ain't that the? Do you think that which one do you prefer, being an entertainer or being technical?
Well, let's just. I mean, the way that I look at it, what got me the belt, but also lost me the belt. Okay, you outstrike somebody. In the 4th round, I outstruck Robbie. By the 4th round, I was already double his strikes, right? Because they were replaying it at the Fan Expo, because he was fighting that weekend. I was like, how do you outstriking somebody and you end up losing the fight? So, okay, technical didn't get me anything. You know what I mean? But I get some takedowns. You know what I mean? I got some on Robbie in the first fight. I got some on George. I got some, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, okay, technical, outstruck George too. Yeah, I outstruck him and I still lost the fight. So technical is great because it keeps you from getting hit. But I also want to win. You know what I mean? Yeah, just because I'm an exciting fighter but I keep losing, that's not going to get me where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, I want to finish fights, but you also got to look who I've fought in the last 3 years. You know what I mean? I fought, everybody that I fought have all been in the top 5. So yeah, it's going to be hard to knock everybody out. Even that being said, I still try to. You know what I mean? I still want to knock people out, and that's why we've been doing the weightlifting, the strength building, the diets, all this stuff on the off season as well, so I can get that power back to where I can, as soon as I hit somebody, they know it, and that's what I'm looking for.
So you talked about your last 3 fights. What's your honest assessment on how you went? I had you beating GSP. The first Lawler could have been a tie.
Yes.
And you definitely won the second one with Robbie. I don't know how you didn't. I felt you got robbed. GSP and Robbie. How you feel? Do you feel you won all 3, or what's your honest assessment?
Okay, so like the honest assessment, I think I did beat GSP. I really do. Robbie, yeah, I thought it was 5th round was a determining factor for that Robbie Lawler fight. Okay, and my takedown with 30 seconds left, that won me the fight. Okay. The second fight, like I said, I outstruck him. I outdid everything, and you lose. Yeah, I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's funny. I tell everybody, I'm what am I, 17-3?
Do you feel you're the uncrowned champion?
Well, it's not even that. I'm 17-3. Okay, I'm 1-4 in Vegas.
Wow.
All 3 of my losses are in Vegas. Call it a coincidence. The only one I didn't lose was George St. Pierre, or I mean not George St. Pierre, but John Fitch. That was the only one I didn't lose because I knocked him out in 12 seconds. You know what I mean? So like I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm 1-4 in Vegas. Maybe they just don't like what I do. You know what I mean? And that's what I got to figure out. I got to figure out what the commission, because it's not like I'm not going to be able to go back there and fight. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to fight in Vegas again. So I got to figure out what the commission likes. What are they looking for? Is it they want a 30-second burst like Robbie did at the first of the fight and at the end of the fight and say, all right, he's the winner? Or do they want, you know what I mean? Or do they want somebody that's going to be more... do I need to be more aggressive? Do I need to be this? And that's really what I'm trying to dissect right now. And as the uncrowned champ, no, but I do still feel like I'm the one that everybody wants to fight. You know what I mean? So that's still a plus for me.
Like Tyron, he called you out.
Yeah. That's it. Everybody still wants to fight me. So I still have the target on my back. It's just a matter of time that I get back in there. I hope that Robbie Lawler gets healthy. Him and Carlos Condit fight. Whoever wins, they get me.
So that leads me to the last question. Who do you think's gonna win out of Carlos Condit and Robbie Lawler? And does it matter since the winner, you and Tyron, is gonna fight? You've been engaged with by after in 2 weeks with all 3 of them.
Yeah. You know what? Realistically, I don't care. I don't care who wins. Carlos Condit, just depends what game plan he comes out. The last 2 title fights he's had, he hasn't really been that excited. You know what I mean? He got the interim belt against Nick Diaz, and I think everybody asked for their money back. You know what I mean? He pretty much ran the whole fight. He won, but it wasn't exciting. Then whenever he fought George St. Pierre, same thing. You know what I mean? He was trying to stick and move, fighting backwards, move. He never really engaged. So if that one shows up against Robbie Lawler, then I'm pretty sure that he can win. Does that make sense? But if I'm Robbie Lawler, I've watched those fights, and that's what I'm guessing that he's going to do. Whenever I get in the octagon, I got to know as soon as we touch gloves, he's going to be trying to use his distance. Stay away. Hit a couple times, kick, run. You know what I mean? Move. So if I'm Robbie, I'm thinking, okay, I got to be in shape. I got to make sure I can close the distance, land some good shots. Now, if Carlos Condit goes in there to try to knock him out, I think it might be more in favor of Robbie Lawler at that point. So who knows? This is like a 50-50 fight for me.
Well, I know that's what I was going to ask. This is my last question. Do you think you have to have a trilogy with Robbie? Is that something that you crave, regardless of a belt on the line, since y'all kind of like y'all histories are kind of parallel with these last 2 fights?
No, because the way I look at it, I'm 2-0. You know what I mean? In my mind, I'm 2-0. If I have to do it a 3rd time, that's fine. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. No, that's the thing. Is like everybody's like, oh, are you mad that George ain't gonna come back? Dude, I'm not. I don't care. I just want the belt. You know what I mean? I don't care who it is, when it is. That's what I'm training for. That's what I dream about. That's what I want more than anything, is to get that belt back. Everything else is a plus. Plus, I trained for him for a year. You know what I mean? I trained for him a year straight. It's been actually nice this year to train for 2 different people. You know what I mean? Two people that I didn't have to worry about. Matt Brown was fun to train for because he brought some different things to the table. It made me better. Woodley, same thing. He's bringing some things to the table that I have to train, I have to develop, I have to get better. And that's only going to further my career because it's going to help my striking or my wrestling or my jiu-jitsu out. And that's what it's about. It's every fight I want to get better.